Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Chi Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Here we are on December 29th, only 2 more days left to this year, and we're going to start a whole new one. I hope it's a lot better than last year, and I hope this uh, COVID thing goes away so people can go back to living normal lives, as it's kind of a hassle out there with all the crap that's going on. And without getting into that too deep and going political, let's move on. Looking at the weather here right now, so I'm hunkered down. 22-mile-an-hour winds out there, 45 degrees. Wind chill making that feel like about 32. So it's pretty cold out there. And we're still at 0.99 for this rainy season, which I did. I got this new weather station installed before the new rainy season started. So what you see in there, the 0.99 is 0.99. That's exactly what we've gotten so far this year. I have a feeling that we're probably going to get at least half, if not a little bit more than normal, which is about 7.5 inches out here. And I have a good feeling about that. And we've got a storm heading in this way right now, and we're going to see how that pans out. They're saying we could get up to 3/4 of an inch between today, tonight, and tomorrow. But I don't know. This weather pattern out here is kind of weird. It starts heading towards me, and then it moves around and goes both directions around me. But you can see the clouds are moving in right now, and the mountains over there are getting pounded with snow. And I just checked on Weather Underground that they're actually expecting 5 inches of snow up there yet today. So that's within the next 6 hours too. And they're getting it pounded down there right now. So I know Mountain High Ski Resort is going to be jumping with joy because they're going to have plenty of snow for those people that love skiing. Stuff I used to do in my younger days, I don't do anymore. As when I was younger, it didn't hurt so much when it fell down. And all of a sudden, as you get older, every time you fall down, it hurts more and more. So anyway, well, we all know how that goes, right? We can't go back, so got to keep on moving forward. So I wanted to show you that. Let's move over this way. And you can see the clouds out there are really packing in tight now. But the wind has torn my tarp off here, and it's too late to worry about it right now. So I'll replace that tarp after this storm, and hopefully all of the whiteboard that's on there is all temporary anyway, and that's all going to be coming off here. As soon as the weather breaks, I'll be pulling all that whiteboard off of there, and I'll be putting on a regular deck. So I probably might even use that wood I got from Don. And hey Don, I'm sorry I didn't reply to your last few comments. But for some reason, YouTube didn't like what you said, and they took you off. I found them in the held for review section, and when I clicked the check mark to say they're okay, they disappeared. They didn't show up on my channel, so I didn't know what to say. I don't know what you said in them. But anyway, yeah, I'll probably use some of the 2x6s like I used for the stairs, and I'll run them through my face planer and face them, get them down to about a 1-inch thickness instead of 1.5 inches. I'll get a nice looking face on them, and then I'll do a nice deck on there, and I might even do something fancy in the corner like a basket weave where it goes around the corner. At the top of the stairs, when you get up there, there'll be a section of basket weave, and then the straight boards on both ends. Because I am going to be putting a little fold-up table on that side right there on the railing, and that'll be pretty cool to be able to sit up there and in summer nights look at the stars and have a little table there to fold down and keep the beers from spilling. Today I'm whining. Not that kind of whining. I want to go to Florida. No, not that kind of whining. I'm having a little bit of sangria because there's a tear in my beer. Oh, God, let's stop that. All right. I know, you're all saying, yeah, please stop that. All right. So, we're down here looking out the other window. And I was just outside a little while ago on a ladder inside of the greenhouse because the top vent on there was about to blow away. I got it out safely and I got it inside of the greenhouse, but I couldn't get it back into place because the winds were so blowing, so 24 miles an hour. So what I did was I just grabbed a heavy-duty trash compactor bag and I slid it over there to give me a little bit of protection so when the rains do hit, I don't have a big gully wash going down inside of the greenhouse. But there's going to be some modifications on that done to that greenhouse this year. Guaranteed. Alright, so we're zoomed back out. You can see the sky over there is packing in. The clouds are starting to pack in. There's still some blue here and there, but it's not going to last very long. It's supposed to start here somewhere between 6 and 8 p.m. But we'll see how much we get out of that. I'm interested because I see my little rain gauge out there, my little water tube, and that's got just under an inch of water in it. So that's coinciding with my automatic water reading that's on my weather station. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's move on. Here I got my new Nokta Macro pinpointer, and it's got its own little expandable lanyard on it, and it comes with this neat little slip-on pouch. And they put these two little straps on the back so you can slip your belt through it. So when you pull this out, it doesn't unhook it from your belt. I like that. But this thing's got 3 buttons on it, not just an on and off, but you got a function change and all of that. So it's pretty cool with all the stuff you got on here. Now this thing right here says align and twist. So I'm supposed to be able to take that end off of there, and then I can actually put an underwater metal detector shield on there that's got like a little 4-inch round end on there. But I haven't been able to get that to twist off, and I don't know how they would say that would twist off because it's got a flat bottom here. It's not round. So I don't know. Kind of weird. Anyway, if anybody knows out there, if anybody's got one of these, put it in the comment section below and let me know how to take that thing off. I plan on contacting the Nokta Macro website, and they've got a section on there where you can ask questions. But anyway, put this thing on, and I mean that's a good 10 inches away from that metal. And the closer you get, of course, the more tone you get on it. Now, nice thing about this one is, oops. Well, the nice thing about this one is that there's another cap that goes on here, so it's completely waterproof. It can be used underwater. This is the land-based one. It's easier to hear, okay? But the other nice thing is that when you take this cap off, there's a USB port in there, so it's got a rechargeable lithium battery, so you never have to buy batteries for it. You just keep recharging and going back out, just like the Nokta Macro Simplex Plus. It's got a lithium battery in it. You just recharge it and just keep on going back out again. I also got my digger shovel here, and as you can see, I've been using it. When Tony and Leanne were here, we used this to see what was hitting on the unit. And it's nice because it's got a 6-inch increments on there, so you can see down to 6 inches. Now, I was watching a video on YouTube about the Nokra Macro Simplex, and this is the big coil right here. This is the SP28. This is the one that comes with it normally, but I have switched over to the SP24 for gold hunting, and it's easier for getting into tight places with that smaller one on there. This is the MD840 that I got to test and review, and that one still works pretty darn good, so I use that as a backup. And then of course I've got my Fisher, and I've got the old Radio Shack ones, and I've got a lot of metal detectors, so we're going to get out and do a lot more prospecting this year, because I think retirement is starting to move up on me, and well, it's time to have fun with the rest of my life instead of worrying about working all the time. That's where I'm going to go. I got the fire pit out of its box, and I looked at this and I said, wow, what a nice gold pan. Boy, I can really pan out a lot of gold with that thing. Just kidding. I got to put it all together, assemble it, and then I'll be doing a review on it and posting that. And then I'm going to probably give this away. So we'll see what I can do with that. I got all my other stuff here in the bag, in the sack, all ready to go gold prospecting. And I've been doing some research in my local area here and found a few places to do some gold panning and metal detecting and sluice boxing and all that stuff. So I'm going to be getting out and doing that. These are my metal detector gloves. They got non-slip rubber insides on this side, and then the back is cloth, so when you find something in the dirt you can dust it off on the cloth side. And of course my Simplex hat, and this is the cover for that pinpointer, and this is the one for going underwater. It's got a rubber seal inside, and they're really nice. They give you a bunch of extra rubber seals, so if you wear one out, you could replace them. All right, everybody, that's about all I have for today. I'm going to move on out and get back to whining about stuff. All right, thanks for joining me. This is G-Bear saying, don't forget your thumbs up down there. Don't forget to subscribe and share. G-Bear signing off.